In the world of crime, there are names that remain etched in memory. Ted Bundy is one of them. A man with a handsome face, elegant style, and a smooth tongue. But behind that mask, he hid a monster. In this video, we will tell the full story of America's most dangerous serial killer. From his mysterious beginnings to his sensational trial and his end in the electric chair. Ted Bundy was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. He grew up in a troubled family and spent part of his childhood believing that his real mother was his sister. From an early age, he showed strange signs. He was intelligent but isolated, obsessed with control and deception. Over time, he was no longer content with observing. He began to delight in the most dangerous idea: killing. In the early 1970s, women began to disappear in several states such as Washington, Oregon, and Utah. The only similarity? All the victims were young, beautiful women with long brown hair and often wore center partings. The killer used clever tricks. Once he pretended to have a broken arm and asked for help carrying things to his car. Other times he impersonated a police officer. Once the victim trusted him, no one ever saw them again. Bundy lived a double life. He studied law and appeared perfect to everyone, while secretly, he committed unspeakable crimes. The police were baffled. There wasn't enough evidence and no surviving witnesses could accurately describe the perpetrator. But in 1975, the first real lead came, when a police officer stopped Bundy's car and found suspicious tools, pliers, handcuffs, and duct tape. He was arrested, and clues began to come together, but he took advantage of the weak evidence to evade prosecution. And he didn't stop there. He surprised everyone by escaping from prison twice. In his second escape, he traveled to Florida under a false identity, and there he committed one of his most heinous crimes ever. In January 1978, Bundy broke into a female student dorm at Florida State University. Within minutes, he had brutally murdered 2 women and seriously injured others. The shock was immense, but fortunately his escape was short-lived. Less than a month later, he was recaptured, and this time, he didn't survive. His trial became a media spectacle. Bundy insisted on defending himself and used the cameras to appear like a hero, but he was fighting a losing battle. In 1980, the sentence was handed down: death. But even after the verdict, Bundy continued to evade justice, sometimes feigning insanity or offering information about previous crimes in exchange for a reprieve. Finally, on the morning of January 24, 1989, he was executed in the electric chair. He eventually confessed to the murders of over 30 women, although the real number is probably much higher. The story of Ted Bundy is not just about a serial killer. It's a frightening lesson in the human capacity to wear a mask and manipulate trust. How can someone appear completely normal, even likable, even intelligent, yet hide so much darkness within? Ted Bundy is dead, but his shadow still haunts America's memory, reminding us that evil sometimes comes in the most beautiful form. If you like the story and want more, click the like button and subscribe. Thank you.